What is going on, Stroke fam? Welcome back to another video. If you guys are tuning in for a truck video, this is not the video for you guys, but I do encourage you guys to watch. As you guys know, or if you're new to the channel, we got our 24 by 30 foot shop installed about 4 months ago. So we're in the process of trying to get everything finished on the interior, getting all the electrical and installation done before winter really hits. Not that it really gets super cold in Louisiana, but these are things I just want to get done because I want to be able to work in this shop comfortably this winter, because the truck, I have to get this truck show ready before January or early January, February, because a lot of shows are coming up and I plan on going to. So I want to get this interior of this shop completely finished and checked off the list. So today we're going to be finishing up the wiring. I've already taken the liberty and wired up a lot of outlets in the shop and a few other things, but I didn't record, and so I want to show you guys a little bit of the process of how easy it is, because me myself going into this, I was kind of worried or uneducated about, you know, electrical and everything, which I'm still kind of learning, but as I do more and more, it's getting a little easier and becoming more, what would be the word? It's just becoming more comfortable with me working on it. So I'm gonna take you guys along, show you guys what we're using, what we're doing. So basically, we have our 200 amp panel coming in right here. This is our feed panel that's gonna feed the entire shop. We started with running our feed wire from here, that's where it goes into the shop, all the way around the house to the main panel on the house. That's gonna supply the shop with power. So we have 200 amps coming in here, which is plenty of power. I'm saying that's a 200 amp panel, but I may run a 150 amp fuse breaker to power the shop, because 200 amps is really overkill for what I'm gonna need in the shop. 200 amps is normally what feeds a residential house. So we're not gonna have that much stuff pulling power in here, but it's always better to overkill than to underkill, you know. So we got 200 amp possible. We're able to run 200 amps out here if we need to. So that's our main panel, and you can see we got a few leads coming off of here, going up. One's going to our welding receptacle right here, and then another one's going over. See right there, that's our tie-in for our lift that's going to be here soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. And you also see I have a few other runs here going to a few outlets on the outside of the shop. That box right there, there's going to be a bathroom right here, so there's going to be a box in that bathroom, a box there, and then another one further down there. So what we have to do today to really finish up everything is I need to run one more run of 12-2 from this panel all the way over here, all the way to about in that vicinity right there, because that's where we're going to be putting our flat screen TV, so we can watch all our favorite YouTubers, keep up to date with what's going on and all that, such and such, watch sports if we want to out here. So that's going to be where our TV's going to go. We need to run a power line to that. We also need to run 2 runs of 12-2 to one right here, and then one on the other side of that door, and that's going to be for our garage door openers. I spoke with a company last week, and they gave me a pretty good deal on these. They have our sale going on, so I'm probably going to be ordering those 2 garage door openers here real soon to mount and operate those 2 doors. Whoops. So we have those 2 to run. What else? We need to also run another run right here to put another 4-prong box, outlet box like that right there, because that's where our pressure washer station is going to go with our compressor and everything. Compressor, we're gonna get a new compressor, guys. Don't worry about that. New compressor gonna be here. And I'm sorry, I said that's our welding receptacle. I take that back. That's our plug for our welder. I mean, not our welder. I keep saying welder. Our compressor. That's our new compressor that's gonna go there. There's gonna be a shelf with our vacuum, and then our pressure washer. It's gonna go there. So that's gonna all plug into the 2 outlets there. TV, where it's up in the air right now if I'm gonna get a mini split unit air conditioned heating system for the shop. Cause I'm thinking I want to do it, but at the same time I'm thinking do I really need it? Because this shop, as you probably know, it's made of aluminum. The sheeting is aluminum, so it doesn't really get super hot. If I open that door right there and one of these bay doors and let that breeze just blow through, it doesn't really get hot in this shop. I may barely break a sweat. So I feel like once I insulate the shop, it's really gonna keep the temperatures down in this. So I'm thinking I really won't need an air condition, but I may go ahead and just wire everything up just in case we do decide to get the mini split and everything, put it in here, and that'd be perfectly fine. So I have to run a run of 10-3. It has to be 220 to power that. So I need to run a run of 10-3 all the way over there as well in the same area, because I'll put the TV up there and then the mini split either on this side or that side of it. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, I need to wire up one more outlet over here that I already mounted, but I didn't run the wire for it. You can see here, another outlet box right there. So you guys, we can see we got plenty of space in here. I still have stuff kind of everywhere, so it's not really in this dedicated position. I honestly have the truck pulled way too far forward. I have plenty of room to bag it up and be able to walk in the front of it as well and be able to walk in the back of it over there. So if you guys are looking for a shop, just 24 by 30 is pretty good size. This is really the biggest I could really do in my backyard without taking away the rest of my backyard that my future wife wants to do other stuff with. So gotta compromise, guys, but that's pretty much it. What we're using, hope you guys saw the light video and enjoyed that one. If you haven't, go check it out. You can see we got these lights right here, pretty awesome. But right here is, well, I think it was 250 foot of 12-2. And what that means is, if you don't know, means you have 2 leads, you have 1 hot lead and then a neutral and a ground. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So what 12-2 means is you have 1 hot lead right here and a neutral, and you always have a ground. Every wire is going to always have ground. So your 2 is coming from here and the 12 is coming from 12 gauge. It's a 12 gauge wire. So that's where you get 12-2 from. And if you step over here and look at the 12-3, I'm not going to have none with the exposed, but I'll show you right here. What 12-3 means is, 10-3 means it's 10 gauge wire, and then you have 2 hots and a neutral, which make up your 3. And like I said, you always have a ground in your wire loom or package, whatever you want to call it. So that's what you get your numbers from. So what I'm using is MC cable, and that's pretty much recommended to use in a metal building like this. It's easy. You don't have to worry about running conduit or anything. It's already encased in its own protective shielding. So we're using these Cadico clips to mount them to the beams, the metal beams. You can see right here. I'm gonna link every product in the description so you guys can find it if you're looking for it. But you can see right here, we split one, mounted it, and then your cable just kind of tucks in there neatly, and that keeps it secure and tight along your run. So I know these kind of look kind of messy, they're kind of drooping, but all I have to do is pull them tight. I don't really have them pulled tight right now, so that's why they kind of look like that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we're using. Those clips, the wire, and I'm using self-tapping screws to really hold up everything on the studs or the walls. So I'm gonna stop talking and set you guys up on a time lapse, and we're gonna knock out these last few runs of wire. So here we go. Alright guys, we finally got the wiring finished up. Excuse the background noise, it's raining. Actual hurricane is going on right now. So I apologize for the background noise if it's loud in here. But we got everything finished, wired, all our switches, all our plugs, everything is completely wired. We're ready to finally start working on the panel, organizing that. And also we need to order our main breaker to run off the main box off the house to give this shop power. So I'm not gonna include that in this video. That's gonna be another video because I feel like this video has gotten a little long as it is. It's taking me 3 days to film this. Just been on and off working on it. So yeah guys, we finally got all the plugs and everything wired up. Everything's good to go. Everything is ran to our panel. You can see here, I kind of went ahead and pulled all the wires through the panel already. So, and I already labeled everything. You can see there. We're gonna make this a lot neater once I get everything wired up. But we have to get our main breaker to go here, and then we have to get a main breaker to go off the main panel on the house to supply the shop with power. So I'm gonna do those in another complete video. I want to wrap this video up so I can get some content out there for you guys. So yeah man, everything looks good. Showed you guys we got everything, all our wires and stuff ran. The box here, you can see they follow the wall all the way around. You can see up there, that's the one that's gonna be powering the TV and everything. The TV should fit perfectly above the toolbox right there. We already got the one ran for our lift, that's there. Also, we got the one here that's gonna power our lights. That's connected to a switch right there. Then we had ran this one down here That's gonna be for pressure washer and whatever else we put right here. We also just need to run one more for the garage motors, but I'll probably do that when I get the motors. So yeah guys, that's it guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please go down below, hit that like button, subscribe button, and also turn on the notification bell if you guys haven't already. I hope you guys have a great day and stay safe. Peace.